this came. Put dates on the screen. This is the sizing kit. When I got it in the mail, I was very confused. Yes, it's a little dark. I don't feel like opening up my windows today. I also gotta trim my nails. Know yourself better. All right, there we go. So what I'm supposed to do is find my ring size and then scan the QR code and put in the information, and then they'll send it. So it goes all the way from a 6 to a 14. I'm not gonna be that, but so the reason why I chose to get the sizing kit, we have a sizing kit, but I wanted to make sure my finger would actually fit in this brand's ring. So, oh, now that's cute. They sent these. I got the midnight black. Cute. Choose a size that is comfortable to wear. Wear for at least 1 day to assess the right size. Oh, how interesting. Refer to the card to choose the ring color you want. Comes with gold, silver, and black. I got the black. That is actually like so amazing. These little tab things, and I plan on having it on this finger. To my understanding, the sensors have to be at like the bottom of my hand, to my knowledge. So I'm gonna put the sensors there. That's part of the reason why I wanted to get their ring sizing kit, because they also had little bumps and grooves to accommodate for, hey, yeah, we have sensors. So they have these 2 little bumps. And all of them have 2 little bumps on them. We're gonna wear that. I have to go get my medicine. Probably gonna grab a bite to eat out. Yeah, it says to wear it for a whole day. I wasn't actually gonna do that, but now that I think about it, that just makes sense. The ring kit was free, so I was like, why not? It's just gonna take a little extra for them to send out the ring, but I am the most patient and impatient person I know. It's a weird combo, you know, but it's like, what's a few extra days? But yeah, they stuck it in my mailbox. For them, I have 14 days on arrival to send it back if something's wrong. Like, say it doesn't work. I have 14 days to be like, hey, I either want a refund or I want a replacement. I would want a replacement unless it's like absolute trash. This is hurting just a little bit. It's like actually prying into my skin. I don't plan on telling you what size my finger ring is, but yeah, look at this. You can definitely tell what my color palette is. To be fair, I'd never put a ring on this finger. Wow, this finger has a lot of scars on it. What did I do to you? Dear me, I just... See, the thing about it is that... See, the thing about it for the ring and stuff is I have to make sure I'm getting something that fits me, because this is a ring. This isn't a watch. I can't just change out the band size and be like, yeah, fits now. This is a ring. If I get a ring that doesn't fit, I'm gonna have problems. Now my fingers are covered. Hello, it's here. It was supposed to get here yesterday, but the mail doesn't deliver yesterday. Also, I'm in my PJs. Ignore me. In any case, I don't have anything to undo this, so I'm just healing it, essentially. That's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, I forgot I can just stuff blocks. Where's the phone in that? You know, I'm not sure what's going on lately, but I am like extremely tired. Like extremely. Oh, this, if it's absolutely perfectly in here, it's a huge box. It's actually extremely cute. I'll turn off the fan. That way you can hear me. I was actually gonna do this in the house, but I didn't want to. It's never aesthetic when I peel boxes, because I don't have a mic. Also, that smells horrible. Oh my god. It's cute. Know yourself better. One thing that sold me on this is apparently it can track naps. Ooh, pretty. first thing. Oh, it's upside down. First thing, what is this? Hear the story of the square and the round. Feel the symbiosis of technology and jewelry. Remember the companionship with you for 3 meals in all seasons. What? Anyways, this is the ring. It seems the box is just a box. But this is a really cool ring. It feels really nice. Though the mat on it, you can tell it's just probably not gonna hold up. There was a slip that I could get for it that like goes over it and stuff. Oh, this is the care manual. Remove the ring to avoid wear and tear when performing strength training, using heavy tools, or holding metallic devices. Wow, okay. Avoid using the ring in the shower, bath, swimming, diving, and in extreme weather outside the something temperature range. You can use this time to charge your ring. Perfect. Which is honestly actually perfect because I take off all of my rings when I'm taking a shower, so I could just pop it in its case, which is another thing that sold me on this one specifically. It has a case, which feels extremely nice. Heavy, but nice. This is like an AirPods case. Oh, it's got a non-slip thing on it. What was that? But you just open it and you stick the ring. Oh, that metallicized. You just stick the ring in it. I wonder if there's a charger in here. I can lift this. Oh, there it is at the bottom. This is this is layer upon layer upon layer. There it is. I don't need a charger because I've got like 40 different chargers, but comes with one, really nice one at that. If I bend it too much, I know it's gonna break, but it feels nice. So that's awesome. Anyways, so I'm being legit. It is layer upon layer upon layer. Each of these different little sections is a layer. It goes charger. I want to make sure it aligns. How would I open this? Probably like this. So let's align it like this. Oh, that's probably upside down. Yeah, that's upside down. Just like that. And then the charging case. And then this thingamabob. Then the ring, then this thing. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Now I'm going to put it on, test it for 7 days, and then I'll come back to you and tell you how I feel. Today, despite it being so late, I am gonna count it as a day. I'm not sure it's supposed to bounce like that. Anyways, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna put this on and then I'm gonna set it up just so I could show you guys me changing. Anyways, taking off this one and then taking this, putting it on. Isn't that cool? It is definitely a lot more, it's just a slight different change. Just a slight one, not a very big one at all. It is a change in color, sorry. The little ring testers, they actually, after wearing it for a few days, I've been wearing it since I've got them, they're showing signs of wear and tear. They themselves. So, not 100% sure how this is gonna hold up. We can hope, As long as it does its job, I literally don't give a fuck. This one, I haven't replaced. It had gems. When I first got it, it had gems. It no longer has gems, and I literally do not give two shits. So I'm gonna set it up, and then I'm gonna come back to you, tell you how simple or hard the process was. I'll screen record it. Okay, I'm back, and I've set it up. I've put it on, like officially put it on. I've set it up, put it on officially, and that was the simplest, easiest setup. I'm not even joking. I took the ring off my finger. I stuck it in the case. I pressed the button, not on the case, but on the app. And then it found it immediately. I connected it and it connected immediately. And then it updated, obvious reasons, but it updated. And then, so I checked to see if the heart rate thing was working. It's working. This is really cool. I like it. Right, it's still dark, I know, but this is day 1 of having it. Its step count isn't exactly accurate. I was moving around in my bed last night. While watching TV, I shifted a few times, and it counted that as steps. It's probably counting steps right now. But its sleep is immaculate. The one thing I hated about the Apple Watch is that when it was tracking my sleep, it would quite literally only track within the time that I had designated as my bedtime. And I would have to manually put in naps. I didn't sleep at all last night. It didn't log I slept at all last night, which the Apple Watch has been guilty of doing. And I took a nap. Obviously, I didn't sleep last night. But I took a nap, and it has accurately tracked that. Because I fell asleep, I woke up, and then I fell back to sleep. And it tracked that. I do have to say, I'm not 100% sure how the stress thing works. I don't know how they're tracking my stress. But it was like a 50-50 chance last night if I was stressed or not. I don't know. It is day 4 of the Ring, and it is at 56%, and the only time I charged it was the day that I got it. I'm gonna take a shower and charge it. You know, anytime I film videos on my bed, it always gets a little messy. Don't mind that pillow. It's fine. The pillowcase is just somewhere else currently. I need to find a way to get them zippable. I need to put a zipper on them. Anyways, I've had this ring for, oh my god, it's not coming off. Okay, I've had this ring for like a week. I've charged it currently twice now within the same week, but that's only because when I got it, I think I used it and then I wanted to take a shower. I think that's what it was. I am so tired. Holy, I didn't realize you guys could see that so well. As I was saying, it charges fairly quick. They have a 14-day return or exchange. So that's what I've been currently testing. That's why we're filming this. At any case, up until this point, I've had no issues. Unlike the Apple Watch, of which was my first and only fitness tracker. Not only a fitness tracker. I've actually used Fitbit before, but I preferred Apple because of the rounded square, I guess I should call it that. That is the only reason why I went with Apple versus everything else. I'm being legit. I just did not like the other faces. One was too fucking round, and I was like, ugh, that looks too much like a watch. The other was a rectangle, and I was like, I guess it works. I don't like it, but I guess it works. But throughout the years, I have bought, it's either 2 or 3, I can't remember. It's around there. It's around there. I think it was 2. I think I'm on my second. Anyways, it's like 2 or 3. But each time I would get the product, I would use the product for like a year or so. And then I would not want to use it because it hurts. I'm being legit. It hurts me. Not in the sense of it shocks me, it leaves rashes. It did leave a rash at one point, and also made my skin raw. And the issue that I always ran into was my wrist is that perfect middle ground of if I have it just this little bit too tight, it fits perfectly, it tracks everything, but I move it down one small hole and now I'm not getting my data written. I would wear it while at work because it would track my data. I was constantly lifting heavy things, moving around a lot, and it would put a huge strain on my wrist. It hurt a lot. So much so that, well, other than having weak wrist, I would have to like do this every now and then, which you should be doing, honestly. Whether that be you're an artist or you lifting heavy things, like do this every now and then, just helps. Even now I do it, and okay, well you didn't have to pop. At some point I ended up switching and putting it on my ankle, which was amazing. It put so much of a less strain on my wrist. Sure, my ankles would be strained every now and then, but not as much as my wrist. That being said, I hated it. I don't know what correlated in my brain, but it's like, I don't mind things being on my wrist. I don't. Whether that be bracelets, watches. Is there anything else other people put on their wrist? I don't fucking know. Oh, there's also like arm warmers and some shit. I don't mind them being on my wrist. I'm a texture person. If a bracelet feels like you're putting a towel on my arm, I don't want it. Throughout this entire week, I've been getting data. Unlike the Apple Watch, it's been tracking my naps. Now, I don't understand what's going on in the Apple ecosystem, but my watch specifically will not track my sleep outside of the sleep time that I've set. My phone has a thing to where at a certain time, it switches the focus on, and that's my sleep. Whether I sleep during that time or not is questionable, but it's the time I'm supposed to be sleeping. And it's the only time that my Apple Watch would track any form of sleep. Outside of that time, it would not track it, which means if I took a nap, I'm not getting that tracked. And as someone who has insomnia and has zero clue how much sleep I'm getting and needs to be keeping track of that, because if I'm not getting the proper amount of sleep, I'm gonna start seeing stuff, and I don't want to do that. It happens over a long period of time. I'm fine. Let's say you get an hour of sleep every day and that's your sleep. You're gonna start seeing some very unpleasant results. It's not fun, okay? Thankfully, I don't run into that problem very often, but I still need to keep track of my sleep. It has been tracking all of my naps, all of my sleep. Every ounce of sleep that I've been getting, it's been tracking. Now, that being said, yesterday and today, it had some issues. I'm gonna guess that's because of its low battery. It's low battery. It's like, you know how... I'm gonna talk about my phone specifically. You know how when your phone gets on that percentage and your phone decides to switch on low battery mode, and then all of a sudden everything goes haywire and it's glitchy as fuck? It seemed to be doing that. It was still tracking everything else fine. It was just my sleep. So yesterday I ended up falling asleep for like 3 hours. It was at lunchtime. I fell asleep for like 3 hours. That's why I only got 1 hour of sleep last night. And it didn't track that. Every other day, it's been completely fine tracking everything to a T. It didn't track that. Yesterday, in app, it was saying it had 4 days of life left. Today, it was at 3 days of life left. I charged it specifically to 4 days of life. That way, I can see if I end up falling asleep today, which probably is inevitable. I got an hour of sleep last night. I keep mentioning that. But inevitably, I'm probably going to fall asleep today, randomly throughout the day. And I want to see if it tracks that. And then I'm not going to charge it and see if the data keeps being consistent in its inaccuracy. And then I'm going to charge it to full percent and see how it does. That way I can gauge and see if this is actually a battery life problem or if it's a device problem. Because if it's a battery life problem, that's fixable. I can just fucking charge it. If it's a device problem, I need to contact someone and get this sorted out, because whole reason why I switched away from the Apple Watch is because of its inaccuracy. I don't need another device that's inaccurate in its data. Oh my god. Reason why I was filming this video, seeing and telling you guys the results. I'm going to tell you the results of this little test I'm doing as well. I don't know if that's going to be in the same video or in the next video. Probably the same video, just so I don't piss you guys off. Vlogs tend to be once a week, so you guys would wait an entire week and be like, dude, where's the fucking update? Where's the fucking update? And I don't really want to do that to you guys, just because I feel like someone might start flooding in the comments and I would have to read that. I don't want to deal with that. So that's actually the only issue that I've been having currently. And it started happening after 7 days. So not 100% sure what to make of that, I'm gonna be honest with you. But that is that for now. In the app, I got a little bit of a bone to pick. Why are you rating me? It's rating me. My sleep. My activity, it's giving ratings to those, and I don't know what the fuck it means. I inputted into the thing that I wanted to have, like, at least 6 hours of sleep. And this motherfucker is like, your sleep is improvable. Yeah, no shit, I know that. What are you gonna do to make me sleep? It's improvable. Well, I can't fix it. You got some miracle working for you. Anyways, the stress thing, that seems to be very accurate as well. I don't know how they're getting my stress. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how that works. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing it. I don't understand, but it works. And I know that I got extremely stressed out and it recorded that. It was like, hey, you're experiencing very high levels of stress. How did you know that? What? Okay, I see you. But in the app, I can see the percentage of the ring, which is really cool. I can't see the percentage of this. I don't know what percent this is at. I've used it twice and I've plugged it in once to make sure it's actually able to charge. I can't see how much charges on this, like at all. So that worries me specifically. What got me to want to go with this company, RingConn. I was looking at a few different ones. The very first one that I saw was the Aura Ring, but it's subscription based. And I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. If I'm going to be paying 300 plus on a device, I don't exactly want to pay a subscription to make sure that device works. Sure, there's some quirky little shit with Aura Ring. I think there was, like, people keep calling it birth control. Like, I understand it tracks your periods and stuff, but that is not birth control. It just helps you understand your body more. Essentially, it's just helping you understand your body more. But it's not birth control, and you should not treat it like birth control. Birth control is birth control. Anyways, that being said, I will get back to you and tell you if data happens. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. My phone ran out of storage. Anyways, currently the ring is at like 50%, and I have like 3.5 days left of battery life on it, allegedly. And honestly, I have to say that's the most confusing thing to me. Like, it makes sense that 50% would be like 3.5 because of how the week is. It just, seeing the days deplete so fast and then becomes stagnant around 50%, a little weird. I have tried multiple times for the score counter. I've tried multiple times trying to find and figure out what the hell that means. Like, what's a good percentage? What's a bad percentage? I find nothing. There is not really much I can go off of to figure out what the score means. It tells you the breakdown of why the score is what the score is, but it doesn't tell you if the score is good or if it's bad. It's just a score. I'm also not a huge fan of the improvable side, like my entirety of sleep. Yeah, sure, my sleep is improvable, but how am I going to improve it? Nothing I can do currently is able to improve my sleep, other than just letting my body do what it wants to do. Because I have tried for years, since I was like 10 to 12, I've tried for years to figure out a way that will get me to fucking go to sleep. Doesn't really work. I've tried working out. I've tried melatonin. I've tried multiple things. Nothing really works. And I don't even want to go into a deep dive of the whole, oh, well, if you just get off your phone or if you just turn off your TV. I don't really want to get into that because, you know what, I'm just going to get into it. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm only going to say this once, and that's it. Probably in a book as well. But people will say, oh, well, just get off your phone. Turn off the TV. My phone, reading on my phone, watching videos on my phone has been the only way that I have found to tire myself, essentially. And it's like my TV in specific. If I turn off my TV to go to sleep, I will not be asleep for at least double to triple times the amount it normally takes to fall asleep, because the room gets pitch black. And I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not. It's just weird when for years I've never slept in the dark. You know, it's like an old habit that doesn't die. It's hard to get rid of. And a simple little nightlight doesn't really help. And it's like, I have the TV on the lowest setting possible to where I can still hear it, but it's not going to bother me. It's not gonna like hinder my sleeping, if that makes sense. It also gives me great anxiety if I don't have some form of noise in the background. And I'm not talking the fan. I've tried with that fan. The fan is just okay, nice and all. Don't breathe down my neck. you know, that type of thing. But yeah, on to the errors. I think I've already talked about this, but in the past few days, I've only seen like mini errors every now and then with its low percentage. Most of them are in my nap time, so kind of hard to fix that for a reason I stated earlier. That is about it. I'm gonna charge it to full, and then I will get back to you on how it does in a few days in the next vlog. I think I've said all of that needs to be said about it currently, but that's about it right now. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I was playing on my phone for a while, and then I finally was like, yeah, actually, I kind of want to watch it. Turn it on, and immediately I just hear him chuckling, and I'm like, what the hell? So weird. It was so weird.